Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So here's a tutorial to add belts in WWE 2K25 using Tribute. You can also use the Tribute basic version for 2K25 which is free. I'll attach the link of Tribute Discord in the description. You can just add the Discord and download the basic Tribute version. So here I have all the belt modes and here I've extracted Tribute folder. So first we'll copy the belt files in Bake Me Belt folder. So here's an image which can help. You can look for this image in help files and here it is. You can see. So the belt files should be put in Bake Me Belts folder and here you should have Havoc folder, textures folder, the belt render obviously and the belt files. You can also see a GFX here. So if you have the GFX for the belt, you can add it too. And if you don't have it, you can still add belts without it. You can just ignore it. Second thing is you need to have the additional valid belt IDs for which here is the TXT. Just open it. As you can see, these are all the valid additional IDs in which you can add your titles. You can use any of them. So first I'll be adding the Call of Duty Universal Port. So I'll be using ID 75. Go to Bake Me folder, open belts. Here just drag and drop the belt folder. Here it is. So as I'm installing this championship in 75 slot, so just name the folder as 75. Also open it. Now open the image and compare it once. So you can see that I have the Havoc folder, texture folder, the belt files are also present. The two things which are missing are the belt renders and belt GFX. So we need to add the belt render first. So here is the belt folder. I'll attach the link of all these in-game belt files in the description. You can just go ahead and download. And for the universal, I think the belt ID for the universal is 178. So here is the render. You can just copy it and paste it here. Now we need to rename these files as we are using the slot 75. So just rename it. Now for the render, just add 75 underscore and add placeholder. Now change these IDs to enter the valid ID slot in which you are adding your additional belt. Now you can see that we have all the files, the Havoc textures, the render, and the belt files. Now go to Tribute folder and launch Tribute. Now here, just go to Add Belts. Now you can also see valid additional belt slots here. You can use any of them. So we need to enter the belt ID here. Now if you are adding any female tag title, intergender or a cruiserweight, just tick them. Here we need to enter the name without championship. So I'll be writing WWE Undisputed Universal. Also here we need to enter the ring announcer or commentary ID for belt. So to see the ring announcer and commentary ID for belt, just go to Tribute and click on Edit Belts. Here just click on Load Belt Slot. And for WWE Undisputed one, just click Edit Selected. You can see the ring announcer ID and commentary ID is 89. Both the IDs would be same. So just go to Add Belt again. Now here type the belt ID. Now here add the title name without championship. Now here enter the belt name without championship. Universal Undisputed. Now in ring announcer and commentary ID, we need to enter the ID for which is 89. Just type it here. Here, if you have the GFX, just check this and click on auto assign. If you don't have it, just leave it blank. Now we need to select the belt folder path. Now in Tribute, Bake Me folder, select belt and select the folder which you have just added. Click on select folder and click on create belt slot. Wait for 1 or 2 seconds and you'll see this prompt, new belt slot added successfully. So now the second belt I'll be adding would be the spinner WWE title. Again, just drag and drop your belt folder in belts. Here it is. So the ID I would be using would be 76 this time. So just name the folder as the ID. Now open the folder. Here you can see I have Havoc folder, texture folder, and all the belt files. Here I'm missing the GFX file and the render. So GFX is completely optional. So I'll be adding the render. So here's the render folder and here's the render. Just copy it. Now as the slot which we are using is 76. So just rename the files. For render, just name it 76 underscore placeholder. Now rename all these files too. Okay, we are done here. So now go back to Tribute, go to Add Belt Slot, enter the ID 76, enter the name. So it is WWE. Ring announcer ID for WWE Championship is 81. Now type 81 here. We don't have GFX, so we can leave it blank. And in the last, just select the belt path. Just select it and click on Create Belt Slot. Now you can see second belt has also been added. Third, I would be adding the WWE 1998. So again, just go back and drag and drop the belt folder. Now, for now, we would be using slot 77. So just name it 77. Open it. Check if you have all the correct folders or not. Here also, I am missing the render. So just copy the render. So for the spinner one, here's the render. Just drag and drop or copy. Now, as we are adding the spinner belt in slot 77, rename the files. For the render, rename it to 77 underscore placeholder. Same with all the files. Okay, so now go back to Tribute, go to Add Belt again. Now here type the belt slot 77, type the name WWE. The ring announcer for WWE would be 81. So just type 81 here. Again, we don't have any GFX, so just leave it blank. Now select the belt folder path and click on Create Belt Slot. You can see this prompt. Now we would be adding World Heavyweight Women title. Just go back to Tribute, Belts folder, drag and drop. Now here the ID we would be using would be 78. So just rename the folder to 78. Now again we are missing the render file here. Check the render. Here is the render. Just copy it and paste it here. Now rename the files 78 place folder. Once done, go back to Tribute. Here type the ID 78. Oh, I guess I typed the ID as 77. Just type 78 here. So go back to tribute 78, name it World Heavyweight. Now for the ring announcer for Women's World Heavyweight is 58. So just type 58 here. Again, we don't have any GFX. Now select the belt folder path and click on create belt slot. So we have added 4 belts. I'll add these 2 as well. For now, just close the tribute. Now launch the Cakeview and just bake the Bake Me folder. So your belt folder should look like this. Now go to Cakeview and just rebake the Bake Me folder. Now let's launch the game.
And his opponent from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 295 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, the
Think of all the legendary factions that Randy Orton has been a part of. All steps in his career greatness.
He learned from the best, but at a very early age, Randy proved he can go it alone. Yeah, we learned very quickly that Randy...
weighing in at 255 pounds, the WWE Champion, Triple H.
Over the last decade, we have seen this man's dominance grow. From a blue blood to a degenerate to a multiple-time WWE champion.
Indeed, Triple H has solidified himself at the top of the food chain at WWE, and he has no plans on stepping down anytime soon.
And I don't think anyone can take him down. To evolution, we've seen Triple H amass power in WWE, cultivating strength and numbers. But there's no more room under the learning tree of the cerebral assassin. Now he's all about earning the gold game.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making its way to the ring from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds.
One of the greatest competitors in WrestleMania history.
There's a reason he earned the name Big Match John, the second competitor to ever reach double-digit wins at the Showcase of the Immortals. In fact, many would say one of the biggest wins
In Cena's WrestleMania career is when he...
The following champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds.
He's held the Intercontinental, the U.S., the WWE, and the Universal titles, each on multiple occasions.
Truly one of the greats of the era. Here comes a great competitor with awful taste.
Representing the
next level, methodical, always gets what she wants.
Liv Morgan rocked Judgment Day, captured the Women's Championship, and most importantly,
Seduced Dom.
you think of John Cena.
Cena kickstarted the Ruthless Aggression era and has defined WWE ever since.
And from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, the WWE Champion, John Cena.
Without